Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute episode 364.
In today's episode, Overstock to ditch retail for crypto.
Huh? Here's one of the weirdest stories of the year. Attention-grabbing Overstock is in the spotlight again. Its CEO wants to invest in crypto ventures. One of the largest online retailers, Overstock, is leaving e-commerce. The retailer is struggling with heated competition from Amazon. Founder and CEO Patrick Byrne is selling the entire business this coming February and going all in on crypto. Byrne hasn't discussed buyers or the sales value. He stated that he wants to invest in blockchain and cryptocurrency startups. With $175 million invested in subsidiary Medici Ventures, Overstock subsidiary isn't paying off well. Medici lost $22 million in 2017, and this year they lost $39 million. Medici is a pet project for Byrne, which he started in 2014, and he's yet to return a profit on his $175 million investment. Overstock is a Salt Lake City-based company that started in 1999 and served as a way to liquidate merchandise and sell surplus and returned items. The business ventured into kitchen appliances, clothing, jewelry, bedding, and home goods. In 2011, they made an announcement they would rebrand from Overstock to O.co. By 2014, they started accepting Bitcoin as a currency for merchandise. Despite the announcement to allow Bitcoin transactions through Overstock, shares dropped. The concern is Overstock's price fluctuations correlate to that of Bitcoins. Another concern is Byrne's ability to lead the retailer through the self-reinvention. Trading fluctuations with Bitcoin and the market capitalization aren't consistent, and Byrne is scaling himself pretty thin. With Medici, one of his investments, T0, still hasn't launched publicly. When asked about the trading system startup, Byrne stated, "I don't care whether T0 is losing $2 million a month. We think we've got cold fusion on the blockchain side," whatever that means. Bitcoin has a first mover advantage, but it's a risky move investors can't gauge. Byrne's plans with Overstock may prove futile given Bitcoin's high volatility. Seasoned investors are cautious. They want to give crypto and blockchain sectors more time for consistent growth. Customers may likely split between Amazon and Walmart for available online deals, but shareholders may need to hold on for a bumpy ride. This is just weird.
This is the most bizarre thing ever. Why would you ditch retail for crypto? Like, I get it, but cryptocurrency is so volatile. It's crazy. Like, last year it was 30,000 for Bitcoin. Now it's like, I mean, not 30,000, but it was some crazy numbers. And now it's like
December, it was around 20.
Right.
As of the reading of this podcast, it's at 4,000.
Right. So, like, what? Why would you? That makes no absolutely sense. Here's the thing: cryptocurrency, whatever. Blockchain makes sense because it's a great technology for a lot of reasons, but I just don't understand the cryptocurrency thing.
I don't get it either. This guy is so into it that like he's literally shooting himself in the foot. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, doesn't Overstock make money? They're a public company. Like, what?
I mean, listen. I mean, I understand that Overstock is like, their e-commerce business, and they might have, their biggest competition is obviously Amazon, Walmart, and those guys. But that's just silly. I think it's a silly thing.
I just don't. And he's got these other ventures going that don't seem to be paying off. So he's going to take his money and just put it all into crypto. That is just,
yeah. Like, why would you? It makes no sense. I just don't understand. Like, we're so baffled by this. I mean, guys, if somebody can explain this to us, please email us. That'd be
yeah. I would love a plain English explanation as to what this guy is thinking. Like, maybe he's playing 5D chess and we just don't see it, because I'm not getting this one at all.
Yeah, you can either fill out the form on our e-commerce minute.co or just email us at hello@sumoheavy.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from someone who can maybe enlighten us to this whole crypto bizarro story here with Overstock. I don't really have anything to add to this. Again, I you could hear that I was having trouble just reading the story because it's just so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the
All right, nothing to add to this one. As Bart said, you can find full show notes at our website, ecommerceminute.co. If you want to get in touch with us, you can hit us up on social media at Sumo Heavy, just about everywhere, or send us an email at hello@sumoheavy.com. Bart, do you have anything to add?
No, that's it, my friend.
All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.